We begin tonight with the Omicron strain of the coronavirus that has now been confirmed in at least 14 countries since it was announced, and it is prompting new fears of another COVID wave.
Now, new travel restrictions have been announced, including right here in the U.S.
This variant is a cause for concern, not a cause for panic.
President Joe Biden spent the morning huddled with his COVID response team discussing the newly discovered Omicron variant. Today is the first day of new travel restrictions. Non-U.S. citizens from South Africa and 7 other nations now cannot enter the United States.
The variant, though, has spread well beyond southern Africa, reaching at least 14 countries, including our neighbors to the north, Canada. Omicron contains more than 30 mutations to its spike protein, which is now prompting concerns from some that it could be vaccine resistant.
We have the best vaccine in the world, the best medicines, the best scientists, and we're learning more every single day. My team is already working with officials at Pfizer and Moderna and Johnson & Johnson to develop contingency plans for vaccines or boosters if needed.
Vaccine manufacturers say it'll take about 2 weeks to learn whether their drugs work against Omicron. Despite that, health officials say now is the time to get vaccinated or boosted.
Our staff's morale is probably better than it's been in a long time because the numbers are down. But I think to some extent, the news that we're seeing today is going to chill them a little bit about what could lie ahead, because the experience of Delta was very traumatic.
Now, here in Washington, health officials are calling the news of this spread unsettling. As cases are declining in the state, there is concern of another surge like the Delta variant caused earlier this year. Researchers at the University of Washington say while not much is known about Omicron just yet, all variants of the coronavirus do have the potential to cause serious symptoms.
We don't have any information to suggest that symptoms due to Omicron are any different from any of the other variants. And please remember that all variants are capable of causing severe disease. And that is really why, just as Cassie was stressing, prevention of infection, primarily through vaccination, is so important.
The consensus among Washington health officials is there are too few cases of this variant right now to say anything for sure about its transmission rate and its vaccine resistance.
In other news tonight, if you were planning on going ice skating today, you're going to need to reschedule. This is a live look in downtown Spokane. The Numerica skate ribbon is closed right now, and it's because it's so warm outside. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful fall day actually right now. The skate ribbon also closed Sunday starting at around 3. Riverfront Spokane does have a Twitter account where they tweet updates on the skate ribbon. That Twitter handle is on the bottom of your screen right there. In the meantime, Cody Proctor handling weather for us tonight. So Cody, when will temperatures drop enough to go skating again?
Well, we might actually see that more towards the weekend. For the next few days, though, it's certainly going to be above our average temperatures. Right now, we're actually at 50 degrees. It's just barely past 4 o'clock this afternoon. We're also starting to get some breezy winds, or a bit breezy right now, 8-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the south at this moment. Now, across the region, it's pretty much warm everywhere, especially for this time of year. Grand Coulee right now is at 50 degrees, same for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and Sandpoint. Over towards Moses Lake, it's 58 right now. Othello is actually at 61 degrees as we start to head into those early evening hours. Now, earlier today, parts of the Idaho Panhandle and parts of eastern Washington did pick up some showers, but then we saw those turned more into those partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Today we've had some beautiful conditions outside. I wish you could see more over this way. We've been picking up more of some of those candy pinks and just beautiful colors outside. Next few hours, though, we're looking to be mostly in the 50s as we head into our evening. Overnight, mostly in the 40s, so above that freezing mark. So again, not the best time if you're wanting for those winter sports, for ice skating and such. The other thing I'm also keeping a close eye on, breezy winds. That might be more of a big issue for us for the next few hours. We might start to pick up more into our overnight hours. Tomorrow morning could also be a bit breezy as well. So warm temperatures, breezy conditions expected for tomorrow. Might get a slight chance of showers tomorrow morning. Looking to see those temperatures warm up to more about the mid 50s on Wednesday, and then Thursday might still see us into the low 50s. So wait a few more days for more of those cooler temperatures that we typically expect for this time of year.
All right, Cody, thank you very much. Wild to see 60 degrees on the weather map at this point in the year, right? Cody, thank you. Well, we know from our ongoing Boomtown coverage, a pain point in the city of Spokane is housing. Well, tonight the city council is set to vote on changes to the city's zoning, which could open the door for more housing units.
Our own Ian Smay spoke with the city planner today. He's joining us now live in the newsroom with more on these proposed changes. Hi, Ian.
Mark Whitney, these proposed zoning changes are coming after the city says landowners asked for those zoning changes to accommodate building plans. It would allow for more high-density and multifamily housing units. 2 of the 5 proposed changes deal with upping the number of units that can be built on certain lots in Spokane. One of those is on East Cleveland Avenue, while the other is on West Sinto and West Maxwell Avenues. If passed, it could lead to at least 110 or more new housing units in Spokane. As one assistant city planner told me, addressing the ongoing housing crisis is a priority for the city.
I would say that addressing the housing shortage in the city is a major concern for the city. It's been declared by both the mayor and the council that these are major issues of concern.
If these proposals are approved, Frybot said the developers would still have to go through building permit processes and the developments wouldn't start right away. He also pointed out that if the zoning changes and more housing units can be built, that 110 number is more of a range of how much can be built per acre. Developers can choose to use part of the property for other things like parking or landscaping. Frybot also says that this happens every year with developers and property owners asking the city for zoning changes, so we can expect more of these proposals next November. In the newsroom, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.
Ian, thank you. We also have an update tonight on the Spokane firefighters who were facing layoffs from the state vaccine requirement. According to the city of Spokane, 6 of those firefighters on the layoff list will now be accommodated. They will be moved to dispatch or to fire prevention. A 7th firefighter got vaccinated and will be back on the force, and that leaves 9 firefighters on the active layoff list, plus 6 others who retired or resigned. 52 total firefighters in the city of Spokane filed for an exemption to that vaccine mandate back in August.
In other news, a party in Spokane Valley over the holiday weekend turned deadly after investigators say a man shot at his friends in his basement.
Spokane Valley police believe that Zachary McLaughlin killed 29-year-old Destin Cooper and hurt 4 others at that party early Friday morning.
McLaughlin made his first court appearance today. He was arrested for 2nd-degree murder and 4 counts of 1st-degree assault. According to Spokane County court documents, 5 people went to the suspect's house to hang out in his basement. They all admitted to drinking alcohol and using drugs that night. Each of the victims told detectives they saw McLaughlin go into another room in the basement and then heard a loud bang. And that's when 29-year-old Cooper fell over and crashed into the coffee table.
Now, court documents say the suspect did come back into the room with a pistol and fired it again multiple times. The victims took cover behind nearby furniture. Once he stopped, the 4 remaining victims then ran outside of the house and drove away so they could call police. The medical examiner has not yet identified the 29-year-old victim who was found dead there at the scene.
Well, court documents also show the suspect admitted to shooting at the victim, but he claims the victim shot at him first. Well, investigators recovered, they say, only 1 gun from the scene. According to the jail roster, McLaughlin's bond was set at $1 million. All
right, still to come here in our hour-long newscast, we've kicked off another favorite holiday tradition here at KREM. After the break, how you can donate to the Tree of Sharing and make some Christmas wishes come true.
Plus, looking ahead to the weekend, the Seahawks play the Niners next Sunday. Always a good matchup. You can catch that game right here on KREM 2 at 1:25 p.m. and then our special coverage right after the game. We're back after a quick break.